Last suspect charged in the rock-throwing death of a 20-year-old woman is expected in court this morning. Joseph Knig is one of 3 people charged in the death of Alex Bartell.
Now, news reporter Courtney Yoon joins us live now from Jefferson County Court. And Courtney, he faces an attempted first-degree murder charge.
Yes, that's right. Good morning, Corey and Jordan. And he's being held in jail on a $2 million cash bond for that. The other 2 co-defendants in this case have already pleaded guilty, and at minimum, they face decades in prison. Alexa Bartell was killed after a rock was thrown into her car. It happened while she was driving on Indiana Street near Rocky Flats National Wildlife Refuge on April 19th, 2023. The suspects, Joseph Knig, Nicholas Carol Chick, and Zachary Quack, were arrested 6 days later. Quack and Carol Chick already pleaded guilty to the rock-throwing attacks. 9 News legal analyst Scott Robinson says it's not too late for Knig to enter into a plea of some sort, but without knowing more, he says one can only assume prosecutors are looking for a conviction. Robinson says the reality is the prosecution would be relying on the 2 co-defendants' testimonies to convict Knig, which is a big hurdle for the defense.
When arrested, there were conflicting stories as to who threw the fatal rock. But I think a prosecution is now satisfied that the remaining defendant, Joseph Knig, was the individual who was responsible for throwing the rock that killed Alexa Bartell. So that's why they're focusing in on him.
Quack faces 20 to 32 years in prison. Carol Chick faces a minimum of 35 years up to 72 years in prison. They will both be sentenced in September. Later on this morning, Knig is expected in court around 8 a.m. here in Jefferson County. Live in Jefferson County, Courtney Yoon, 9 News.
And we'll be following very closely for the latest details. Courtney, we appreciate the update. Thank you.